Hey guys, how's everybody doing today? Sintorace here with another review, and today I'm going to be reviewing Welcome to the N.H.K. English dubbed version. Now, I started this series a while ago, back when I first heard about it. I thought, yeah, it sounded pretty cool, so I started and watched 13 episodes in a row straight. I got up to about the part where he was, spoiler alert, committing, about to jump off the cliff there. So, I mean, with the whole suicide group on this deserted island, and when I was watching the show, the first beginning part was it was kind of comical. It was more, it had like a depressing undertone to it, but it wasn't like out front about it. It was kind of just a afterthought, a side thought. It was always there, but it wasn't in your face. But as the series went on, the undertone actually took hold of the show, and the comedy side was still there, but the undertone actually became an overcoat, like coating over the actual comedy of it. So when it would be something funny, you'd also have something more serious to it. I mean, there was a lot of suicide stuff in here. There was a lot of death. There was a lot of I'm useless. There was some God questioning. And it was all, some of it was funny stuff, and some of it was just kind of like stupid. And you have erogi in games, and this guy who's trying to become less of a hikikomori and more of a productive member of society, and he got thrown into being a hikikomori because, well, he got dropped out of college. He had a fear of going outside of his apartment after that, and he just became a hikikomori. He lived off of his parents giving him an allowance of money, and that's how he got by. He didn't have any friends, he didn't have anyone around him, and the only one he kept in contact with was more so his parents, but that was, the rare conversation on the phone that they would have. And then he meets a couple of his friends, some guy blaring, otaku music right next door to him. He was like, hey, turn that shit down, you damn otaku. And he found out that it was actually someone he was with in a club earlier in high school. One of the most interesting things about the series is definitely the fact that they have all these suicidal tones, all these, darker tones, but they lighten it up with some comedy, with some humor, with some taking these dark tones, but twisting them so that way they're not so dark. Like you take a shadow, they personify it, they give it characteristics. In the end of the series, they have this suicide part where, the main girl character is about to commit suicide in the same place that her mother was, and Sato comes into the rescue and tries to commit suicide himself instead of her, telling her that she needs to live. But the reason that wasn't so serious was the fact that they personified the suicide and they personified God as an evil character and then showed him rising up out of the ocean around this cliff, so Sato had to go in there and destroy it for her, giving it like a more of a heroic type of thing, but still having that undertone of suicidal death stuff going on in here, and the fact that Sato didn't want to live anymore. Thankfully, there was a net that caught him, but it was kind of an anticlimactic ending to a very, very interesting series. I'm hoping for another season, maybe a full-blown, just 40, 50 more episodes, because let's face it, this series was actually pretty damn awesome. For a series that had 24 episodes, it was really disappointing that it didn't have more episodes, which in a series like this is kind of hard to come by, especially when you can make the comedy not cliche. Alright, it wasn't cliche comedy where you have, the panty slip and, the guy gets slapped or whatever. It's not like that, okay? I hate those. This was actually so fresh, so new. It brought in a lot of new aspects to comedy that, you normally don't see in anime. A lot of new tones brought to light, but still having them shaded, a brighter, more helpful tone than the, darkness of it. It was covered in comedy, covered in just amazing stuff. Welcome to the N.H.K. was obviously one of my favorite series that I've seen to date. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys do enjoy. Welcome to the N.H.K. What do you guys think? I'll see you guys later. Sintorace out.